Hello everyone, how are you all? This is your educator G. Vijaya Manorama. Subscribe my channel Vijaya Manorama Tutorials. As today we are going to discuss the very important chapter Plant Kingdom for class 11th as well as for NEET. So here we are going to discuss about bryophytes, algae, gymnosperms, pteridophytes, angiosperms, gymnosperms and angiosperms, bryophytes and pteridophytes. For everything we are going to discuss. So today I am going to cover bryophytes. Okay, so in the plant kingdom, about divisions, everything we are going to discuss. So earlier actually the plant system was classified on the basis of their sizes, right, on the basis of their habits, like as trees, shrubs, herbs, undershrubs and all. Later on the natural affinities in addition to morphological features became the major consideration for classifying the plants. Okay, so in this chapter we are going to deal with the classification of plants into major groups and their important characteristics. The major groups are Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, Gymnosperms and Angiosperms. Okay, the distinguishing characters of 5 kingdoms which were already discussed in the previous chapter. So in this chapter the major plant group of kingdom Plantae of 5 kingdom classification, that I am going to discuss in a detailed manner. It will be with 3 sessions. After that we will discuss about multiple choice questions and all. Okay, so the group which are described here, they are included with algae. Algae were included with brown algae, green algae, red algae and all. Pteridophytes, bryophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. Angiosperm means all the flowering plants will come under that. Only the general characters of these groups along with the basis of their further classifications which were given. The classifications of flowering plants like angiosperms also we are going to discuss. So classification within angiosperms, there is an artificial system of classification which was given by Linnaeus. It is based on vegetative characters or androecium structure. Okay, so the plant kingdom, it is consist of all the flowering plants, the gymnosperms, pteridophytes, bryophytes and certain kinds of algae. It is an artificial system of classification. The vascular plants which are included with ferns, gymnosperms and flowering plants also. So the flowering plants are called angiosperms. They form seeds within a fruit, or in other words they are the plants with covered seeds. These angiosperms are the plants with covered seeds. Angiosperms are the plants with covered seeds, right? So here there is a natural system of classification. In this classification was given equal importance to vegetative as well as sexual characteristics. This classification is based on morphology, anatomy, embryology and phytochemistry, which was given by George Bentham and Joseph Dalton Hooker. Phylogenetic system of classification, which is based on evolutionary relationship. Numerical taxonomy, based on all observable characteristics, numbers and codes assigned to all the characters, easily carried out using computers. Cytotaxonomy, which is based on cytological information such as chromosome number, structure, behavior and all. Chemotaxonomy, which is based on chemical constituents of plant to resolve doubts and confusions. Okay. So what are angiosperms? Angiosperms which form seeds within fruit or the plants with covered seeds, they are called as. Okay. The vascular system of these plants, which is consist of xylem and phloem, which conducts water, inorganic and organic substances also. Okay. So based on all the morphological, anatomy, embryological and phytochemistry, this classification is given. So division algae, which is included with chlorophyll bearing, simple thalloid autotrophic and largely aquatic freshwater and marine water organisms. Some occurs in association with fungi, means that is lichens, and animals like sloth bears. Okay, the algae are chlorophyll bearing organisms which possess unicellular sex organs or multicellular ones in which every cell forms a gamete. Okay, so this is about the algae. Algae is a thallophyta. Algae comes under thallophyta. They have relatively undifferentiated tissues that never form their true roots, stems or leaves. They are simple water-dwelling plants and are differentiated mainly by their pigments. The plant body of algae is known as thallus. What is the plant body of algae called as? Plant body is called as? Plant body of algae is called as thallus, right? So this term is used even if the plant is unicellular. In the unicellular algae, what is the example? You can write down in the comment section. Chlamydomonas. What is the example of unicellular algae? It is Chlamydomonas. The body of thallus, the body or the thallus of multicellular algae ranges from simple floating colony of cells, which is volvox, to filament Spirogyra. Here you can find how the reproduction and all takes place also. Some marine forms such as clefts form massive plant-like bodies. Okay. So the filaments and the sheets are often held to substratum by means of an anchoring structure that is called as holdfast. What is the anchoring structure? Anchoring structure is called as holdfast. This generally you find in laminaria. Laminaria. Okay. So some algae are complex and very large to 60 meters in length. Okay. Some algae are around 60 meters length. The name of that is Macrocystis. Macrocystis. So these classes which I am taking, it is very much useful for your NEET also, my dear students. So these Macrocystis, they have lamina of photosynthetic tissue. Sometimes they are branched and attached to stipe, ending in the holdfast. Okay, holdfast you find in laminaria. The algae are primarily aquatic and are found in the fresh waters like lakes, ponds, in the streams. You can find in ditches, small pools. Marine algae in the fresh water as well as their marine organisms, water or salt water of oceans. Also you can find. They found growing in the damp soils, on rocks and trees, snow and ice also. Aquatic species, they grow attached to the rocks, logs and other submerged objects, while others are unattached and free floating also you can find. So these free floating algae are called as phytoplanktons. Phytoplanktons. They are called as phytoplanktons. So there are three different types of algae you can find here. They are red algae, brown algae and green algae. Red algae, there are around 5,000 species are there. Brown algae, there are around 2,000 species. Green algae, which are around 7,000 species. Okay, so red algae, example you can see. Polysiphonia is an example of red algae. Laminaria is an example of brown algae. It is Macrocystis is also a brown algae only. Spirogyra, which undergoes the vegetative reproduction in the form of fragmentation, that is a green algae. Okay, Spirogyra is a green algae. Okay, so how the pigments are present in the red algae? Chlorophyll A and D and phycoerythrin is present. Okay, in the next part we can find here how this takes place in the algae reproduction. Vegetative reproduction, asexual and sexual, all the three types you can find. Vegetative fragmentation is the process. Asexual, it is zoo spores are formed, and sexual, there is a fusion of gametes. Okay, in the fusion of gametes, if you see, that is also three types. It is isogamous, anisogamous, and oogamous. Isogamous, gametes similar in size. Example is Chlamydomonas. You can find that is a green algae. That is a green algae where chlorophyll A and B are present. Food storage is in the form of starch only. Cell wall contains the cellulose. Okay, and distribution is mostly in the fresh water, few in the sea water you can find, and they are in the form of one celled to multicellular. Multicellular you can find. That is about isogamous mode of sexual reproduction. Example is Chlamydomonas. Next one is anisogamous. Anisogamous also gametes dissimilar in size. Here also Chlamydomonas also undergo some of the species as it is from one celled to multicellular you will find. Okay. Next one is oogamous, one gamete large and non-motile. It is in female you will find, and other gametes similar and non-motile, they are in male. Example is volvox and fucus. So this is also comes under green algae only. Okay, this also comes under green algae only, where the pigments which are present, what are the pigments? Chlorophyll A and B. Chlorophyll A and B. Chlorophyll A and B are present. So the food which is stored in the form of starch, and the cell wall is containing the cellulose, right? So what is the economic importance if you see? So what is the economic importance? Carbon dioxide fixation on earth is majorly carried out by algae only. Important as primary producers of energy rich compounds. Example, sargassum, laminaria and porphyra used as a food. This porphyra is a red algae which has the pigment of chlorophyll A and D. Okay, phycoerythrin is the pigment which is present in that. Here the food is stored in the form of Floridian starch, and the cell wall is containing cellulose pectic material is present in the cell wall, and the distribution is mostly warm sea water, a few in fresh water you will find, and it is, this porphyra is always in the form of multicellular. Okay, always in the form of multicellular it is. This laminaria is present. Laminaria and sargassum are the brown algae which has the chlorophyll pigment is chlorophyll A and C, and fucoxanthin. Okay, which contains fucoxanthin. So let me write, these are useful for your filling the blanks. In the filling the blanks multiple choice you will find this. So okay, sargassum and laminaria. What is the pigment present in this? Is fucoxanthin. Fucoxanthin is the pigment which is present. Here it has the cellulose. Okay, the food storage is in the form of laminarian. Okay, and here the cell wall is cellulose alzinic acid. The cell wall is containing cellulose alzinic acid, and they are mostly in the cool sea water only. It is multicellular. Okay, cool sea water it is present. Very important for your NEET it is. So next one is porphyra. It is a red algae. It is a red algae. Okay, which has chlorophyll A and D and phycoerythrin. Okay, the food storage is in the form of Floridian starch. Okay, and the cell wall, it contains cellulosic pectic materials, and mostly in the warm water it is present. Mostly it is in the warm sea water and some in the fresh water, both. Right? It is in the form of multicellular. They are in the form of multicellular only. Right? Next one is some brown and red algae species. They produce water holding hydrocolloids. Example is algin. Algin is a brown algae which produce the water holding hydrocolloids. Right? Next one is, what is the next examples? Carrageen. Carrageen is a red algae. Carrageen is a red algae. Here, this is also this also produces water holding hydrocolloids. Next one is agar. Agar is a agar which is produced by Gelidium and Gracilaria, which is used to grow microbes and in the preparation of ice creams and jellies. They are used in the preparation of ice creams and jellies. Right? Next one is Chlorella and Spirulina. They are protein-rich unicellular algae used as food supplements. They are used as food supplements. They are also known as space food. Right? Next, algae is differentiated into three ways: Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae. Okay. So here this algae is differentiated into three ways: Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae. Right? Next, first one is Chlorophyceae. They are commonly called as green algae. May be unicellular, colonial and filamentous, in the form of filamentous. Green grass. That grass green in color due to abundance of chlorophyll A and B. So it is a green algae. So the division Chlorophyta. It is actually the division Chlorophyta. Chloros means green in color and Phaeaceae or phyton means plant, which is consist of about 7,000 species. How many species they are? They are around 7,000 species. About 90% of green algae are freshwater and the remaining 10% are marine. Okay. Here they are. 90% are freshwater and 10% are species. 10% are marine water. Right? Okay. So the main pigments which are present in that is chlorophyll A and B, carotenoids and xanthophylls. A and B, carotenoids and xanthophylls. Right? So the pigments are found in the grana of chloroplastids as in the land plants. Small rounded bodies, they are called as pyrenoids, are usually located in the chloroplastids and they probably center of starch formation. Right? The storage product of the photosynthesis, starch. It forms its starch. Okay. So the green algae, they reproduces by asexual and sexual processes. Asexual reproduction occur by fission and spore formation, and sexual reproduction takes place by conjugation and fertilization. That is sexual process, and asexual process is fission and spore formation. Okay. So here this chloroplast of most of the Chlorophyceae, they contains pyrenoids. Pyrenoids, the storage bodies containing proteins in addition to the starch. Food storage is occurred in the form of oil droplets in some of the algae. Cells have rigid cell wall. The inner layer is made up of cellulose and outer layer is made up of pectose. And examples include is Volvox, Chara and Chlamydomonas. Okay. So here this chloroplast, discoid, plate-like, reticulate, cup-shaped, spiral, ribbon-shaped. These all different types we will find. So this flagellation 1 to 4 to many equal apical or subapical flagellae or juice pores gametes and plant individuals are present. This evolution of green algae, F.F. Blackman, the scientist names are very important. F.F. Blackman in 1990, he reported about the evolutionary tendencies of green algae. Okay, evolutionary tendencies of green algae. Okay, these tendencies are, what are these tendencies? If you see, first one is Volvocine, second one is Tetrasporine, and the third one is Chlorococine. Right? So reproduction, they reproduce asexually and sexually. All sexual life cycles involve a diploid stage, which is in the form of spore formation and fusion. Okay, so gametes, diploid stage formed by fusion of haploid gametes, and all involve the reduction of diploid stage by meiosis. Right? Next one is brown algae. Next one is about brown algae. Brown algae, they are primarily marine forms. Which forms they are? They are marine forms. They belong to the division Phaeophyta. Okay, Phaeophyta. Phaeos means brown in color and phyta means plants. They are about 2000 species. Okay, they are about 2000 species. They are mostly marine only. So great variation in the size and form. Range is from simple branched filamentous forms to profusely branched forms such as kelps, which may reach to a height of 100 meters. They generally possess chlorophyll A, C, carotenoids and xanthophylls. Okay, so these species of brown algae, they are in the form of brown seaweeds. They are generally called as brown seaweeds. They are generally large multicellular plants of ocean. That's why it is of 100 meters. Multicellular plants of ocean. There are no brown algae unicellular organisms we won't find. They occur mainly in the cooler seas, and as we pass on to the tropics, their number gradually decreases. Right? Sargassum species are predominant in the warm water. Sargassum. Okay. So here also we have holdfast. Already we have discussed. So the lamina are photosynthetic, while the stipe is similar to the stem of higher land plants. The brown algae are not found beyond the depth of 110 meters in the sea. Okay, we won't find it. Won't find where below the 110 meters in the sea. Right? Right. So they generally possesses these all. So these brown algae are vary in colors from olive green to various shades of brown. depending on amount of xanthophyll and fucoxanthin. Food stored as complex carbohydrates such as laminaria or mannitol. Okay, food is stored in the form of complex carbohydrates such as laminarian or mannitol. Vegetative cells have cellulosic wall covered on the outside by gelatinous coating of algin. Cell contains a centrally located vacuole and nucleus in addition to plastids. Right? Some brown algae like laminarials and dictyol tails, they possess an alteration of gametophyte and saprophyte. Many other brown algae have the regular alteration of gametophyte and saprophyte. Okay, they are complicated by a reduplication of either generations. Okay, so here if you see the plant body, how is the structure of the plant body, what is holdfast and what is stipe, you can see here. Okay, so these some of the their holdfast is the attachment which is present in the plant body to the substratum. Stipe is the stem like stalk and frond is the leaf like photosynthetic organ. Okay, so some of the brown algae are the world's largest seaweeds which is reaching around 40 to 60 meters in length, such as macrocystis and Nereocystis. Okay, macrocystis and nereocystis, they occurs in 13 to 20 meter deep waters. Okay, the kelps like laminaria or macrocystis and nereocystis are attached to the rocks by their holdfast. So which is attached to the substratum it is. Okay, this stripe is, it arises from the holdfast and the large leaf blades and bladder float on the surface of the water. Okay, so here the lamina are photosynthetic or frond, it is called as lamina or frond, while the stipe is similar to the stem. Okay, so which is beyond 110 meters in the sea we won't find. Right? What are the pigments of brown algae? You can write down in the comment section. What are the pigments of brown algae? They are chlorophyll A and C and carotenes, fucoxanthin, flavoxanthin, violexanthin and lutein. What are the pigments of brown algae? Remember this. Pigments of brown. What are the pigments of brown algae? Chlorophyll A and C. Next one is carotenes. Next one is fucoxanthin. Next one is flavoxanthin. Next one is violexanthin. And the next one is lutein. Okay, next one is lutein. These are the pigments of brown algae. Next, the reproduction, that is vegetative reproduction, asexual and sexual. Already we have discussed this in a brief. So this vegetative reproduction in the form of fragmentation, it takes place. Okay, asexual zoospores are formed, biflagellate zoospores are formed, unequal laterally attached flagellae. Sexually, it is of three types: isogamous, anisogamous, oogamous. So asexual reproduction, if you see, fragmentation of the thallus it forms. Best example of multiplication by means of fragments which we can see in sargassum, which we find all the brown algae except fucals, they produce either naked zoospores or naked aplanospores. The zoospores are biflagellate with the two flagellae of unequal length and laterally inserted the longer flagellum, which is projected forward and shorter backward. These zoospores, they germinate to their new diploid plants. Diploid, biflagellate, no, that's why it is forming its two end plants, right? Asexual reproduction. This is about the asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction, this is there is a union of gametes by isogamous, by a union of two motile gametes of equal size, or it may be angiosperms. It may be anisogamous, right? So a union of gametes may be isogamous, that is by a union of two motile gametes of equal size, or it may be anisogamous with the two motile gametes unequal in size. Okay, here the gametes are of equal size. Anisogamous is motile gametes are of unequal size. Okay, sexual reproduction may be oogamous, where the union of small flagellated male gametes, which are called as antherozoid, with a large non-flagellated female gamete, which is called as the egg. In most of the brown algae, the oogamy is common, like Laminaria, Dictyota, Sergamus, and Fucus. These all oogamy is common. Okay, so here the examples were given. You can just copy this. Union of gametes takes place in water or within oogonium, that is oogamous species. Gametes are pyriform, which are pear shaped. Example: Ectocarpus, Dictyota, Laminaria, Sergamus, and Fucus. So these three, generally oogamy is common. Oogamy is common, right? Next one is red algae, Rhodophyceae. Okay, commonly called as red algae due to the presence of red pigment. Which pigment is present? Red pigment is present. That's why it is generally called as red algae or Rhodophyceae. Red pigment along with R phycoerythrin also present. So this is generally belong to the division called as Rhodophyta. Okay, Rhodo means red in color, Phyta means plant. Okay, it has around 5,000 species. 5,000 species are present. So most of them are marine species only. Generally multicellular plants of the ocean. Certain forms are nearly half a meter in length. Okay, certain forms are unicellular, like Porphyridium or Crutis. Okay, two different examples are there, Crutis and Porphyridium. About 50 species are freshwater plants. They are Batrachosphaerum or Compsopogum. Okay, I am writing here so that you can copy this. Unicellular See, spellings you have to practice. And okay, unicellular, porphyridium or crucici. CHR it is, right? This is about unicellular. Multicellular, okay, some forms are coral like and deposit calcium carbonate over their walls. They make the coral reefs. Okay, so about 50 species are freshwater plants, not multicellular. Freshwater. What are the freshwater plants you will find? Freshwater plants are spermum, okay, Compsopogon, Compsopogon, right? So mainly these red algae are marine forms with bulk masses of inhabiting warmer areas. They occur in well lighted regions, that is close to the surface of water, and also in deeper areas. Red thalli of most of these species are multicellular. Some have complex body organization. Food is stored as Floridian starch, similar to amylopectin and glycogen in structure. The red algae, they contain the chlorophyll pigments, but the green are marked by the red phycoerythrin and phycocyanin. Okay, that is only called as phycobilins. So these pigments are chlorophyll A and B, which absorb the light energy for photosynthesis. Right. So all the red algae from one or more kind of non-flagellated spores. Some reproduces asexually by spores like neutral spores, monospores, bispores, tetraspores, polyspores and paraspores. The sexual reproduction of red algae is unlike that of any other algae, and a special terminology is applied for the structures which is involved, that is resulting to form the gametic union. So the male sex organ of a red algae is spermatangium, okay, which contains the single non-flagellated male gamete. Understand? So this word is very very important. What is it? Metangium, right? One more time, the male sex organ of a red algae is a spermatangium, and which contains the single non-flagellated male gamete. Okay, that male gamete is called as spermatium. Okay, the female sex organ is called as carpogonium. Okay, here I'll write. Okay, here also the reproduction sexually, and what is the male gamete? Male gamete and female gamete. Female gamete is called as carpogonium, and male gamete is called as spermatangium. Right? Spermatangium is the male gamete of red algae, and carpogonium is the female gamete of red algae. Right? So this carpogonium is one-celled, and it is distal and in the prolonged into an outgrowth, that is called as trichogyne. Okay. Fertilization which is affected by the entrance of the spermatium into the trichogyne and a downward migration of the spermatial nucleus to the female nucleus at the carpogonial base. Okay, so here the haploid and diploid multicellular generation occurs in many red algae generally, right? Few colorless forms of parasitic red algae lives on the parasites of other photosynthetic red algae. It is thought that Rhodophyta are older than all other algae. So here also the reproduction, as we have discussed, vegetative reproduction, fragmentation, asexual non-motile spores are present. When it comes to the sexual reproduction, here non-motile gametes, oogamous, complex post-fertilization developments takes place. The examples are Polysiphonia, Glidium, Glacilaria and Porphyra. Okay. Next division, Bryophyta. They are known as amphibians of the plant kingdom. Okay, since they live on land but depend on water for sexual reproduction. Okay, depends on usually occur in cool, damp and shady areas. Okay, so this bryophytes, the division Bryophyta is consist of bryon, which means mass, and phyton means plants, which is consist of about 25,000 species are present. Okay, the bryophytes, they comprise of mosses and liverworts. From the viewpoint of the evolution, the bryophytes stand at level higher than the algae, but they are lower than saprophytes, and therefore water and food are transported from cell to cell. Since there are no roots, their cells absorb moisture directly from the ground or the atmosphere, so they survive only in the moist places. That's why they survive in the moist places. This plant body, more differentiated than algae, they play an important role in the plant succession on bare rocks and soils. Thallus-like plant body is attached to substratum by unicellular or multicellular rhizoids. Lack true root stems and leaves. It may possess root-like, stem-like and leaf-like structures. Right. So since there are no true roots, they absorb moisture directly from the ground or the atmosphere. They survive only in the moist places. These mosses rarely grown more than 15 centimeters in height. However, the tallest species which are reported from New Zealand reaches 60 centimeters in height. In the New Zealand, whatever the bryophyta is present, what is the height of that? If the question asks, you have to write down it is around 60 centimeters in height. Right. There are a lot of economic importance of mosses are there. The peat mosses or sphagnum plants are the most important bryophytes from the viewpoint of their direct economic importance. Right. So this is about division Bryophyta. So here we have the total structure you can find. Main plant body is haploid, the gametophyte. It is differentiated like male sex organ and female sex organs. Male sex organ is antheridium, which produces antherozoids, which are biflagellated. They fuse to form zygote, releases in water, which comes in contact with the egg. So female sex organs, they are archaeogonium. They are flask shaped. They produce a single egg. Okay, they also fuse to form zygote. So here the multicellular saprophyte is producing, the deduction, division, meiosis takes place and haploid spores are formed. Saprophyte is dependent on gametophyte for food, hence it remains attached to the gametophyte. Few cells of saprophytes, they undergo meiosis to produce spores, which are haploid. So spores, they germinate to form gametophyte, right? So bryophyte, they lack typical vascular tissues like xylem and phloem from their gametophytes. Okay. Okay, saprophytes, they are dependent on gametophyte for food, right? So the bryophytes are known as amphibians of plant kingdom. This is very, very important sentence which you need to remember. So here if you see the evolution of bryophytes, they stand at level higher than that of algae and lower than that of pteridophytes and seed plants. Okay, lower than that of pteridophytes it is. Okay, the plants they belonging to algae are commonly found in water and rarely on the land, whereas the bryophytes are land inhabiting plants. Okay, land inhabiting plants, that's why they are called as amphibians of plant kingdom. Bryophytes, they lack typical vascular tissue, xylem and phloem from their gametophytes and saprophytes, and therefore water and food are transported from cell to cell. Okay, they are also used to maintaining high soil acidity required by certain plants. Okay, so here if you see, this is the life cycle of bryophytes which I told here. But these bryophytes are which type? Bryophytes are generally homosporous. Bryophytes are Bryophytes are homosporous. Means the spores of a species are morphologically similar in size and form. The sexual reproduction takes place by means of gametes. Right. So here this you can take the screenshot and you can practice this. So what is the economic importance? They provide food for herbaceous mammals, birds and insects. Peat provided by sphagnum is used as fuel. Here. Okay. Sphagnum is also used for packing materials in transshipment of living material because of its water holding capacity. They form dense mats on the soil and hence prevent soil erosion. Mosses along with lichens form the pioneer community in land and desert succession. So here little sexual reproduction once I want to tell. Actually I have just left it here. So the sexual reproduction which takes place by means of gametes, only. So the male gametes are motile, they are known as anthrozoids. The female gametes are non-motile, they are known as oospheres or eggs. So these gametes, here female sex organ and male sex organ you can. So the gametes are produced within the sex organs called as antheridium, that is male, and archegonium, that is female. So the antheridia are usually club shaped. Each antheridium they remain surrounded by a single layer of protective sterile jacket cells. Within the jacket cells, anthrozoid mother cells are present. Okay, so each androcyte metamorphoses into a motile biflagellate anthrozoid. The archegonia are usually flask-like. Archegonium, which is a flask shape, which is a female sex organ here. Okay, so each archegonium which is consists of venter and a neck. So the venter is basal swollen portion and the neck is elongated. Right. So within the neck and the venter there is an axial row of cells surrounded by sterile jacket cells. So this axial row consists of few neck canal cells and ventral canal cells and an egg or oosphere. Okay. Here you can find here how it takes place in the flask. We find no same like that only. We find it. These all are the cells. Here the egg is present. These all are in the form of cells. Right? So the axial row is consist of few neck canal cells. Okay, neck canal cells, ventral canal cells and an egg or oosphere. Okay. Funaria or hygrometrica which is moss is strictly monoecious and autoecious, that is male and female sex organ, which develops on the two separate branches of the same plant. The main shoot of the plant bears the male sex organs, whereas the lateral branch bears the female sex organs. Right? The water is essential for the act of fertilization. The motile biflagellate antherozoids swim in the film of water and reach to the neck of an archegonium, okay, which is the female sex organ. The antherozoid enters the neck and ultimately approaches the egg. Okay, this is the complete fertilization which is affected, where the antherozoid they penetrate the egg and fertilization is taking place. So with the result of fertilization, the zygote, which is of 2N, is formed. So the zygote begins to develop into multicellular embryo, as this is a multicellular multicellular embryo just after the act of fertilization without going under any rest period. So the venter cell enlarges along with the developing embryo to form the protective envelope as calyptra. Okay, so this word you need to remember, very very important this is. So here it is a very long process of meiosis. The spore mother cells they undergoes the meiosis and tetrads of haploid spores are formed. Okay, so sexual reproduction in liverwort is similar, except that the cell organs are generally borne on stalks. They are called as antheridophores, okay, and archegoniophores as in Mersantia. Okay, so this is about the reproduction which takes place in bryophytes, right? Alternation of generation and all it is there. So biophytes they exhibit an advancement over green algae in having a multicellular sporophytic generation. Okay, so finally we can say that bryophytes they exhibits an advancement over green algae, okay, which are having the multicellular sporophytic generation. So tomorrow we will discuss about the vascular plants, pteridophytes. Okay, pteridophytes tomorrow we will discuss, right? So this is, hope you liked the session. Just share with your friends, all the NEET aspirants. This chapter is going to be very very much useful to you. So नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मेरा टेलीग्राम लिंक है. If you have any doubts regarding science for 9, 10, 11, 12, you can ask me there. I am there to clarify all your doubts. Science means physics, chemistry, bio. Anything you can ask right from 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मेरा लिंक है, टेलीग्राम लिंक है. You can join that group and whatever the doubts you have you can ask me, and just which type of sessions you need you can just tell me. I am there to help you out for your term 1 exam with a good preparation. So be strong, be confident. All the best. Bye bye, take care. Subscribe my channel Vijaya Manorama Tutorials. Like the session my dear friends and share as much as you can. All the best. Bye bye, take care.